This is for Saturday, March 7th. College Hoops free pick. Actually, I shouldn't call it free pick. It's more of a, it is free pick. We give out free picks. It's a tournament preview. We're going to hit all the tournaments tomorrow. And we have a gaggle. We have a gaggle going through. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 6, 10, probably like 10 conferences we'll go through. All right. You know what I do right off the bat here? I'm checking to see if we are live. Yes, we are. Where's the live show? It's coming, I guess. There it is. There we are. Ooh, little burp, excuse me. Just ate a Quest chocolate chip cookie and some water. Now, please, real Twitter handler is the real Twitter. Jeez, real_Higgs at Twitter. Give it a follow. Like, share, subscribe to the channels. YouTube, Facebook. That's what it's about. We got to spread the word here for the free pick money. Let's go. Put some money in our pockets. And where are we going to start? We're going to start. Let's go. Let's start a couple things that don't have much really going on. So, Missouri Valley, Little Chicago, Indiana State. No line, obviously, game just ends. Loshai's ranked 9-1 run, 4-6 ATS. I'm leaning Indiana State here, though. I think I get decent points. 8-1-1 on ATS run, 8-2 straight up. I'll grab a nice lean here on Indiana State right out of the gate. Whoa, a sneeze. The other day I sneezed like a maniac, and I was trying to sneeze. It wouldn't come out. This one comes right out. I couldn't even get a tissue out. What am I going to do? H. Mooblis. I just call you 75. How are you? Thanks for stopping in, saying hello. Lean Indiana State. No line yet. No line as of yet. I'm good. So how are you tonight? How are you? How are the games treating you? So Missouri Valley's done. Of course, we have Drake playing, and we'll see who wins there. Missouri State or Valpo, who they'll face. Drake gets a nice, easy, no doubt winner as Northern Iowa can't play. So Drake's rested. I got Missouri State, so I think Missouri State will probably be my play tomorrow when we get some lines. We'll probably talk about that on the noon show. Be sure to come back for the noon show. Karen is here. It's officially a party. We could officially go on. Karen's showing up. We appreciate Karen. She's been here since day one. One of my originals came in. I've been doing it about a week, a little over a week now. So that was good to see. Oh, I appreciate the kind words, Hublis. That's what I want to talk about. You'll get a little, hey, check that out. Love the show. That's what we like to see, people. That's what I like to, I like the chat. I like that I could interact. I appreciate, I've said before, I used to do like podcasts back in the day, and 2009 to like 2013, I did a bunch, and I by myself. Sometimes I have other cappers call in, stuff like that. Nobody would ever call in to the number. It was some random like New York number or Philly through Block Talk Radio, and I could talk, but there was never like this. I could do this all night. Like we could do just crazy live stream all the time. And Chanel's here, another original. Karen, Chanel, I appreciate you guys, you ladies, coming in. I like it. I like it a lot. I love the picks. Thank you, Cordell. I appreciate that. I try to listen. I say what I like. They win, they lose. You're never going to get like a bunch of nonsense from me. If I sort of like the game, I say I sort of like it for you. I don't want you to like a game and have me ask my opinion and try to talk you off your game because you were on it for a reason. And if that's something I don't ever want to do that, or people lose out because that's not a game I'm interested in or did a lot of work on. Daniel, how are you tonight? Thanks for coming by. Thanks for coming out. We already hit the Missouri Valley. Only really one game up because, well, there's no lines anyway. But I'm leaning Indiana State there, and we'll probably be taking Missouri State in that other matchup. So we'll move to the Northeast. Bryant, your top seed, 8.5, 151.5 is the total. Playing Sacred Heart. I'm already on this over, believe it or not, for Saturday. Shouldn't say believe it or not. I'm hours ahead of getting games out to see how I do. And I got this at actually 151.5, and I'm seeing some spots it's already above that. So I think I did all right with that number. We went nice again. Yeah, that's the way it is, right? Just try to grind it out a little bit. Grind it out. Like baseball is excellent for that. We can split out. We can go 3-4 and still make money in baseball when we're taking our dogs. Um, so Bryant, I like the over. Whatever the over is, you're gonna have to shop around. I will say Northeast, game one, and over. And game two here, Wagner, your 2 seed, and Mount St. Mary's. I got Wagner already. I put it as a premium. It's up. It's 1.5. I saw a 2 somewhere already. So these are early games, noon and 2 p.m. So I will tell you here. Let's go Wagner. I'm going to put it at minus a 2. So games tip at 12 and 2. I will throw that up for everybody to say if we want to write them down as we go. I figure sometimes people they might scroll through the chat, but if it pops up, maybe it's easier for them. I don't know. I'm just living my life over here, giving out free picks. Next up, America East, number 1 seed, Maryland, Baltimore County, 130 and 37.5 against the 6 seed UMass Lowell. This is a 2 p.m. tip. I've really got no opinion on that first game. Second game, though, Vermont -8, 131.5 to Hartford. I'm on Hartford. I said that to start when this tournament started. I was kind of leaning a little Hartford to upset Vermont and face NBC, who I think is the best team in the league. But I'm going to take Hartford here. So America East. America East, 4 p.m. Hartford plus the 8 points. All right. It's as much as I love the tournaments, it's really nice when we have just 2 games left, semifinals, championship game tomorrow in Ohio Valley. So we can kind of breeze quick right through them, because next week when the Big East, Big 12, SEC, ACC, then we're going to have 8 times more. We're going to have 32 games to go off of. It's going to be tough. Oh, here we go. What do we got here? Santa Clara Pacific. I do. You know what? Did I take a game? Did I take a side here tonight? I don't even remember. What do I got here in this Clara game? What do I got here in Clara Pacific? Let me find a number for that. I didn't play it myself, but I don't want to just randomly say I like something if the number's not right. I just have to find my Friday numbers. Bear with me. Bear with me. Pacific. Okay, so I'm not sure what this line is here. I don't have it right in front of me. And pull up for tonight's game. Sorry, I didn't have it right in front of me. So Pacific 3. I actually got Pacific a little better than that. So I would lean on Pacific here over Clara, if you're asking me. Total, I have at 134. Total's 136. So total's right around the side. I got Pacific at 4.5 or 5. They're 3. Do with that as you like. Do with that as you like. Mirage. Indiana State line's plus 10. I like it. I like we're throwing that right out early. Let's go. Indiana State plus 10. Here we go. Plus 10, Chanel. We're taking it. Indy State. Which game, Cornell? Which game you talking about? Which ones you leave alone? Oh, Ohio State, Illinois. We're rolling on. We're rolling on list. I'll tell you now. I got a best bet on Ohio State tomorrow. I like Ohio State, and I love Illinois. If first I'm watching the show, I'm on Illinois. I got future on them for championship game, so I like them. But I was doing a show today, and a guy brought up a good point. He's like, where is the one guy's hurt. No need to rush him back. They're locked in. Give them time off. They're where they are. Ohio State needs this more than they do. And I was like, you know what? You're absolutely right. Absolutely right. So I like Ohio State, although I really love Illinois tournament time. But here I'll grab Ohio State. Pacific -3. Michael, I'll lean Pacific there. It's not a huge, if you want to bet it, just put a little on it. I had this game at 4.5, 5 for Pacific. Indiana State. Oh, that's me taking it. Okay. It's Pacific -3. Yep. Pacific game. That was it. I have to read all the comments about the Pacific game. So Pacific, yeah, I would lean Pacific there. If you want to get down some late action, Pacific would be the call. Real fast, we're just going to touch on Sunbelt matchups because I don't have any lines for Sunbelts right in front of me. We have 14 parlay. Mercer, Jacksonville State, Eastern Kentucky. 3 of 1, and only need Eastern Kentucky to win or cover. So I can win. Excellent. And you know what? I think, I know I had South Alabama as the best bet. I said, like Eastern Kentucky. I know I had Jacksonville State and the points there. Mercer. Okay, good for you. I think you're going to go 4-0, and you're going to put some money in your pocket. That's for sure. Nice. Good for you, Daniel. Nice little parlay there. I was worried. I actually marked South Alabama down as a loss. I'm like, oh, these guys are losing. Terrible. I'm annoyed. And then I was just flipping, going back and forth, trying to get ready for tonight. And then I see that they advance. I'm like, probably like a 2-point win. And I'm looking like, wow, they covered the number for us. That's a nice surprise. I'll take it. I do not feel any Moorhead. No way. Not on Moorhead tonight. Nope. No. Eastern Kentucky. I know Moorhead's, listen, they're the 2 seed. Great defense. Eastern, no. They put up like 87 a game. They push the tempo. They force turnovers. You don't score, you're going to get rebounds. You put up 83 points a game. You're doing something right. You're 22-6. It's not like you were some crazy 10-10 team just running up and down the court. These guys can play. I'll take Eastern here. Take money line them to Eastern. I think they're going to advance. Belmont's obviously the cream of the division, but hey, we just saw them pull out a 3-point squeaker, right? So, yeah, give me Eastern Kentucky there. I like Eastern. Chanel. Alabama, Georgia. Like the over. I think we'll see some points there. I actually moved on that game already. What was that at? Like a 156 over Alabama. So that's where I'm at for that game. So real fast in Sunbelt. Georgia State's your 1 seed playing number 4 Arkansas State. Again, I have no lines as I do. We're just going to mention them real fast and move on to the next one. Neverez, I do a live show every day at noon, and the night show now will be just all through the tournaments. Maybe we'll do something. Looking ahead, why wouldn't we do a night show if it's easier for people to come to? People, I think unless you're a swing shifter, 10 to 6 person working, most people probably are working at 12 noon. So, although I don't know, people are located, maybe you're just remote working. So the 12 noon works out fine for you. But I'll definitely, why wouldn't I do a 10 o'clock show? Absolutely. Day before, we'll talk some baseball, recap stuff, just shoot the breeze. I don't like cursing, shoot the crap, whatever. Cal Poly slow. Excellent, John Doe. Good job for you. That's a nice one there. Okay, so back to the Sun Belt. No lines. We'll just run them down. 1 Georgia State versus 4 Arkansas State. 2 ULL versus our South Alabama team. So maybe we'll be taking them tomorrow, depending on what the line is. Just saying. 1 West Texas State is going to face the Appalachian Little Rock winner, and Coastal, your 2 seed, will be facing Arlington Troy winner. Hopefully it's Arlington, because I don't know, maybe somebody has them tonight. So we'll see how that comes out. They were losing earlier, though. Next game on the agenda. Let's go some Patriot League action here. So Navy's your 1 seed, -5, 134 against Loyola, Maryland. Nothing really number-wise jumps out to this. I got maybe rated a little slightly better, but no real play for me there. Army though 3 and 133 versus the 5 seed. This is a 4-5 game, 3 p.m. tip off. I do like Army minus the 3. I do like Army. So Patriot League going Army minus the 3. So yeah, never. Please stop back, say hello. That's when we do it. You know, put that little. Oh, I hit the wrong one. Patriot League. There we go. 2 Colgate, 12 and a half, 148 and a half to 7 seed Boston. That is at 1 p.m. And 3 Lafayette, 4 and 150 and a half to 6 Bucknell. That's a 2 p.m.er. Maybe lean a little over here, but out of the Patriot, I do like Army the most. So that is what I'm going to throw out. If anybody wants my opinion on one of the other ones, I give it nothing really jumps. I guess Navy, Colgate, a lot of people have them to win the whole thing, even though they are the 2 seed. I don't like Boston at all. I kind of said on a show the other day, I think we faded them, went the other way there. So I'll maybe lean a little Colgate. Next up, all right, Ohio Valley again. No lines here. Belmont, Jacksonville State is playing, so that is Belmont now advancing, and they'll face Moorhead Eastern Kentucky winner in championship game tomorrow. So Belmont will be the favorite in that matchup. SoCon tomorrow. I like Pacific over Pacific over and Morgan State minus 11 tomorrow. What do you think? I would say Pacific tonight. I have the number for me, I don't think jumped out at me because I didn't play it, so it was nothing major. Like I said, we had 134 that I had it at. So that, and who'd you have? Morgan State minus 11. So making little sounds. I apologize as I look for my number on Morgan. Why can't I find Morgan State? I don't even have a Morgan State number in front of me. I can't even have it. Is that for today? Oh, Morgan State. Oh, tomorrow. I'm looking at the wrong day. Look at the wrong day, Cornell. See, that's what happens. You just stare at numbers and notebooks all day long. I got to find the time on this. Give me a second. I'm looking for my Morgan State numbers here. Did they just play? They played today, Morgan State, didn't they? Hold on. Where's that? Yeah, they just played. They played Delaware State. Okay, that's what I'm looking. I'm like, I don't have any number up because I wasn't sure what that game was going to be. So they won convincingly. MEAC. We playing in the MEAC. I got to pull up their schedule. Hey, Ali's here. The plus money. The plus money, honey. I'm trying to find Morgan State here I guess they're playing tomorrow. Is that what we're doing here? This is a tomorrow game? Again, since they just played back-to-back? So they just won by what? 25? You're going to lay 11 with them? I mean, they take care of business. I don't know what to tell you on Morgan State. I mean, I really didn't do any work on that game. They're Morgan State. I know. I appreciate, Gordon, that you're diving deep into Morgan State tomorrow. I didn't even get to Morgan State. I have a bunch of lines done. No Morgan State yet. No Morgan State line. A lot of games, if they're playing the night before, I kind of just put them to the back burner because there's so many games already on Saturday, and then I have tournament back-to-back spots, so I still have, How many games? I can tell you right now what I don't have lines for. We have 5, 6, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 23, 24, about 20, 25 games. I still, I got half a matchup. Like, here we go. Half a matchup because we have WCC action, West Coast Conference. San Fran and Mount St. at Marymount, they'll play number 4 seed St. Mary's. Not much to talk about there. Clare and Pacific, they face 3 Pepperdine. What are we doing with that? So can't really talk about that one, but we have matchups. SoCon, NC Greensboro, and the Citadel. I didn't see a line earlier. Again, I started these about an hour ago, so some of these don't have lines. We cashed with the Citadel. We had them. I said I had a premium on them. We had the over. I think both of them cashed for us today at lunchtime. Chattanooga, East Tennessee State. Now, this is an interesting one. I'm going to leave a mark here in the video. So Chattanooga is a 4 seed playing a 5 seed East Tennessee. They're a 1-point dog. Total's 131.5. Chattanooga's 18-7. East Tennessee 12-11. Chattanooga won both games, 53-51 and 67-65. Last game for them was on the 24th, so a little bit more of a layoff than the 27th for East Tennessee. And I'm like, what? East Tennessee favored in both games. They were 2 and 5.5 point favorite at home. And now here they are, a 1 point favorite in tournament. Now, the whole, can't be a good team 3 times. Sometimes that holds true. Sometimes the team's really good. I mean, it's tough beating a good team. I understand that thinking sometimes, especially more like the NFL when you have season sweeps and stuff like that. It's tough to beat that guy 3 times in a row. Basketball a little different. Sometimes a team just owns a team and they win. In this case, I actually kind of like East Tennessee State. I mean, I'm looking at their 12-11 record, 18-7. Sort of right. Like, wow, I'm getting. Yeah, I said, yeah, Cordell. They do play. Hold on 1 second, though. We'll get to that. So I'm like, why are they favored here? Chattanooga going twice, but they're 2 2-point games. They're 2-point games. So I'm going to take East Tennessee. They're the 5 seed. They're favored over the 4 seed, a team that they've lost to twice already by 2 points. And in the 2 games, they were 2 on the road and 5.5 at home. So I'm going to take East Tennessee because, I don't know, I think they're trying to snooker us into that. Purnell, yeah, you know what? I take Morgan minus 11. I'm not going to talk you off that. That'll be fine. They, you know what? With the amount of back-to-backs that happened this season, I guess it would have been a good thing to track as much. I mean, now it's March, so is it really kind of like a moot point? What I've seen a lot is, though, you have teams winning or losing. Like they win the first game and they lose, or they lose and they win, or they get blown out. Next game's close. So that's been interesting, But that's all right, Gordon. No worries. I don't mind. We got all night to talk about, So like I said, a lot of these things don't even have lines. So I just kind of throwing the matchups out there. We'll talk about it a little bit. I know people would throw in other games as we went along, but don't sweat it. I mean, I was just funny to bring up like the MEAC, like just out of the blue. Because a lot of times, like, if I thought like small conference, all the comments are, Big Ten, all the big schools. Very rarely do you see they come in on the small stuff. Very small. In that case, we talk MEAC. Okay, 2 Wofford, back to the SoCon. 2 Wofford, 7 Mercer, no line there. I might be leaning a little Mercer there. Who knows? We'll see what happens. And then Furman, 3 seed minus 7 to VMI. 7 and 151. This is interesting here because you got 2 teams that kind of score. I mean, 80, 79, 75 defense. Long layoff, though, for VMI, which is kind of, I might be leaning a little Furman here. They haven't played since the 20th. Again, 27th for Furman. Maybe they're not totally in rhythm, although they had been 6-3-1 to the number previous to that. And Furman struggling 3-7 ATS their last 10, but I want to just jump on you over here, but I could just see, because we've seen it. Some of these teams just, the scoring is kind of down. You have 2 high-scoring teams, and all of a sudden it's 31-20 at the half. So As much as I want to take the over here, I just might have to leave Furman, maybe Furman first half because of the layoff. I'm not seeing how VMI comes back. So that could be something you look at in that matchup. And I don't know. I think that might be the wrap for the show because we've covered them all. A lot of them didn't have lines. Now let's go. Now we could move on to other games. Let's go, people. What do we got? Now's your time to shine. Throw out those games. We had Ohio State talk. We had MEAC talk. I know there's no NBA. We got All-Star game. 12 noon now tomorrow. We'll come back. Throw it all on the table again. Lines that we don't have. Where'd the plus money honey go? Did you just pop in, say hello, and ran out? Where'd Allie go? She's probably with El Craft. They're probably pulling back some beers. No one's got anything to say right now. Cordell, you could drive now. Go ahead. I'll sit back. I'll play with the radio. Second half code miss in Texas A&M. Interesting. All right, Mike. How's that been? That's been going good? They come back better in the second half? That's not something I've looked at. So if it is, it's good. Yeah, Mercer was a nice win. We'll take that, John. I'll try. It's good. It's funny is that like sometimes they're like, oh, good call on that one. They mentioned it's weird. Nobody mentioned like if a loss that I've said because I'm sure I've had thrown out a loser in this chat, but I appreciate all the positive vibes coming back. Never as I am in dirty Jersey, but currently in the process of moving out of Jersey. But I do well this year. I didn't get to Vegas with everything going on, so but I'll be a little closer, so I'll probably get to Vegas a lot more often. USC, UCLA. I like UCLA in that game, Michael. I like UCLA. I looked at that. I haven't thrown it out as a free. I threw it out as a free pick on my other video for the channel, but I might use this as a premium play as well. So right off the bat, I see the low line with a ranked team. It's basically a pick 'em. Lines come down actually. UCLA is a good squad. I like the coach. Give me UCLA. I understand. Listen, USC's 7-3 run. All right, I get it. ATS wise, we haven't been all that good. UCLA, but I don't know. I'm going to take it. I'm going to take the. I'll pick them. I get it. Coming back from road trip, haven't looked good. Losing at the end there. Who did lose to here? Colorado and Oregon on the road. Open up with a win in Utah, and then you lose the next two. And then USC comes in off a win over Stanford, but Stanford's not that good there. So I'll lean UCLA. Give me the Bruins. Well, I appreciate you coming to the show. And we're all new because I just started. It's only a little week old or so. So Big 12 action. You want to talk some Big 12? Let's go. Oklahoma State, West Virginia. I like West Virginia. I think it's a double-digit win for them. If Cunningham was 100%, it'd be one thing. Like I had him the other day. I figured that's the kind of guy who could carry a team. Like Danny Manning, Carmelo. He's like one of those guys who could just do it all. You roll your ankle. Come on. That's coming back a couple days later. I don't know. I'm taking West Virginia. Used to be Press Virginia. I remember when these guys played defense, the Huggy Bear. Now they're putting up some points. I'll take West Virginia at home here to get it done. And Iowa, K-State. I got to take K-State. I mean, this is a team. A couple games ago, I was like, let's roll Oklahoma. Excuse me, as I had a little yawn coming. I was like, let's roll Oklahoma. K-State just broke a 13-game losing streak. Oklahoma's been destroying people on the road. I mentioned some of their games, and then they came out and they beat Oklahoma.